Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The countdown had begun like it always did, neon graphics flashing across screens, champagne flutes clinking in living rooms, and fans buzzing with theories about who would couple up first. For weeks, Love Island All-Stars had been promoted as the ultimate return, iconic islanders, unfinished business, and second chances under the Mallorca sun. It was meant to be glittering escapism, a warm rush of drama and romance to kick off the season. Instead, it became an unthinkable moment that no one saw coming. Just hours before the premiere, a sudden announcement rippled across social media. The network's logo appeared on a stark black background. No playful music, no teasing captions, just a short, solemn message. Tonight's premiere of Love Island All-Stars has been postponed due to a devastating tragedy. Our thoughts are with those affected. Within minutes, speculation exploded. Hashtags trended worldwide. Fans refreshed their feeds in disbelief, assuming it was a mistake, a scheduling glitch, a publicity stunt gone wrong. But the silence that followed was heavier than any confirmation. Something terrible had happened. The dream season. Behind the scenes, All-Stars had been months in the making. Producers promised redemption arcs and explosive reunions. Former favorites had quietly cleared their schedules, slipping back into the familiar ritual of secrecy and anticipation. Some returned with confidence, hardened by fame. Others came with vulnerability, hoping the villa might give them closure they never found the first time. On the island, the set shimmered as it always did. Cameras were polished, lights were tested. The villa breathed with expectation. Islanders laughed nervously during mic checks, adjusting sunglasses, rehearsing introductions in their heads. It was supposed to be the night their stories began again. Then, everything stopped. A call no one wanted. In a quiet production office, phones rang. One call turned into many. The laughter faded. Producers exchanged glances that needed no explanation. A tragedy, sudden, real, and far beyond reality television, had struck someone deeply connected to the show. Details were scarce at first, deliberately so. What mattered was not the gossip, but the gravity. A life had been lost. Families were grieving. The villa, once electric with excitement, fell into a stunned hush. An executive producer gathered the team. "We don't move forward," she said, voice steady but eyes glassy. "Not tonight, not like this." The Islanders find out. In word reached the Islanders in fragments. A runner knocked gently. Cameras were switched off. Microphones were removed. In a rare break from format, privacy replaced spectacle. Some Islanders sat silently, staring at the pool that reflected a sky suddenly too blue. Others cried openly, thinking of families back home, of how fragile this all was. A few had known the person involved. For them, the shock cut deeper. One Islander whispered, "This is bigger than the show, isn't it?" It always was. It just took moments like this to remember. Fans felt the shift before they understood it. Group chats turned serious. Memes stopped. Influencers paused their watch party plans and posted black hearts instead of countdown clocks. For a fandom built on jokes, debates, and dramatic recaps, the sudden stillness was jarring. Viewers who tuned in for escapism found themselves confronted with reality's sharp edge. "I was so excited," one fan tweeted, "but this puts everything into perspective. Some things matter more than TV." Thousands agreed. The weight of responsibility. The network faced a difficult decision. Delaying a premiere meant financial loss, disrupted schedules, and disappointed advertisers. But pushing forward would have been unthinkable. In a rare show of unity, executives, producers, and hosts agreed. All-Stars would wait. The story would pause, not out of fear, but out of respect. A longer statement followed, carefully worded but heartfelt. It acknowledged the loss, asked for privacy, and emphasized compassion over curiosity. For once, the machine slowed down. Grief in the spotlight. tragedy does not disappear just because cameras stop rolling. In the days that followed, the villa remained closed. Islanders were flown home quietly, shielded from the press as much as possible. Counselors were offered, check-ins were frequent. Some islanders spoke privately to loved ones, voices breaking as they explained why the dream had halted. Others chose silence, retreating from social media entirely. The hosts, usually bubbly ambassadors of romance, appeared somber in a brief video message. "We love this show," they said softly, "but we love the people behind it more." A different kind of conversation. What followed surprised many. Instead of outrage, fans largely responded with empathy. Comment sections filled with messages of support rather than demands for details. Even tabloids, known for sensationalism, tread more carefully than usual. The tragedy sparked a broader conversation about mental health, pressure, and the human cost of fame. Former Islanders shared stories of burnout and loss. Viewers admitted they sometimes forgot these were real people, not characters designed for entertainment. For a franchise often criticized for excess, this moment revealed something unexpected, a shared humanity. When the villa fell silent, the empty villa became a symbol. Sun loungers untouched, fire pit cold, neon signs glowing to no one. It was haunting, beauty without purpose. Producers walked the grounds, unsure when life would return. They talked quietly about changes, about how to move forward with sensitivity. Some wondered if All Stars should even continue, but others believed honoring the loss meant carrying on, carefully, respectfully, when the time was right. The decision to return. Weeks later, another announcement came, this one gentler. Love Island All-Stars would eventually premiere, reimagined with care. Tributes would be included, support systems strengthened. The show would acknowledge what happened instead of pretending it hadn't. Not everyone agreed with the decision. Some felt it was too soon. Others felt the return offered healing, a reminder that joy and grief can coexist. The Islanders were given a choice. Some declined to return, choosing peace over publicity. Others felt ready, believing that life moving forward did not erase loss. The night that finally came. When the premiere finally aired, it was different. The opening montage slowed. Music softened. A dedication card appeared on screen. No jokes, no fanfare, just remembrance. Viewers watched quietly. The usual live tweet chaos was replaced by respectful commentary. When the first Islander stepped into the villa, there was applause, but it was gentle, almost reverent. Romance returned, laughter followed, but underneath it all was a new awareness. This was not just a game. What changed forever? The unthinkable moment reshaped Love Island in ways no twist ever could. Production protocols evolved, mental health resources expanded, conversations once held behind closed doors moved into the open. For fans, the show felt different too, still entertaining, still dramatic, but grounded by the memory of what nearly stopped it entirely. Tragedy had interrupted fantasy, but it also humanized it. Beyond the screens, in time, headlines faded, new storylines emerged, couples formed and fractured as they always do. Yet the shadow of that postponed premiere lingered, not as darkness, but as a reminder. Entertainment can distract, delight, and connect us, but life, in all its fragile improbability, remains larger than any show. The night Love Island All-Stars didn't air will be remembered not for the drama that unfolded on screen, but for the compassion that unfolded off it. And in that unthinkable moment, something quietly powerful happened. Millions of people chose empathy over entertainment, proving that even in a world built on spectacle, humanity still comes first. Broken Heart. Star.